We are back at it again. Almost got to unmute from last night. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. M2N 5X L1S. So last stream we sort of flopped all around trying to figure out how to get past 901 through 904, and eventually we got, I don't know how we got a better score, and we made it to 905, which is different. But yeah, bit planes. Swamps are bottomless, but neither of us can do swamps, and pretty big population disparity, but that's just the way it is. So definitely gonna put this on the slowest speed. Yeah, we can use Armageddon, which is good. And we can build normally. Okay, but see, this kind of sucks because right, like I need to build down. It's going to be a little difficult to really do that effectively. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. God damn it, he's all over the place. If every level from here on out is gonna be like this fucking hard, then I don't know. Finally, we're on height 1. So that's great. Hey, what up, Scottle? You're doing well. Just doing some more Populous, level 905. 901 through 904 seemed impossible, so thank God we were able to get a skip. And this one too might also be impossible. It's a 2 to 15 ratio. Doing pretty well, that's good. Did you end up beating... What was that game called again? Ghosts of Yotei? I mean, you must have. It was so definitive towards the end there. Yotei on Monday. Started Silent Hill 2 yesterday. Okay. I might have to check that bot out. Was it, So you're doing the remake? The remake, of course. played the remake at 1 and 3 already. Oh, so it's a replay of Silent Hill 2? Or are you actually playing the OG? I would be pogging out of my mind if you were playing the OG. This sucks. I think he's gonna knight and then fuck my day up. You're actually playing the OG? Oh shit. How are you playing it? Are you doing the PC enhanced edition mod? Emulator, okay. Very cool. Now I'm even more interested in watching. No offense. I'm not super enthusiastic about the remake, but I mean, that's okay. Zard, you stole first from Lily. Impressive. Impressive. Oh yeah, I bought some dog shit sake from the grocery store today. Y'all think this is gonna taste good? Ozeki sake. Dry. How come I needed the lower score last time? Was the level 2 assy? So, well, what's funny, right, is I was trying to get a lower score, and then when I, you know, I kept trying to, like, balance the population levels between me and the computer, and when the population levels were most balanced is when I got a higher score. Which made no sense, but it accomplished my goal of getting beyond level 904 or anything that was similar to it. So that was good. What's the percentage on this anyways? 14.5? Smells like shit. Tastes like shit. Perfect. That's failed successfully. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much exactly how to describe what happened. So. Because basically, that level that they put you on, first of all, it's already unbelievably fucking unfair. Because it's 1 to 10, and you can only build up, and you have no powers, and the computer has every power. So I'm like, what the fuck? How are you supposed to? What do you do? What do you do with that? I mean, come on, give me a fucking break. So, but to be fair, I wasn't really in a good headspace yesterday. I'm not really in a good headspace today either, but I don't want to talk about it. I posted about it in the Cord, but we ain't gotta talk about it on the stream. What was that purple walking thingy? That's his knight. That's his night, which hopefully isn't gonna completely fuck us up. Uh, it can't, but that's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. But Populous must go on at the end. Actually, it was pretty funny. I was talking to one of my brothers last night, and he was ragging on me pretty hard about playing Populous, and he's like, "Dude, how far are you in Populous?" And I said, "Well, after tonight, 905." And he's like, "How many levels are there?" And I said, 989. And he's like, "Dude, just stop." It's like, just stop. I was like, what the fuck? No way. No way am I gonna stop. Welcome in, Glitch. He doesn't get it. No, he doesn't. That's the funny thing. He gives me shit for not playing certain classics, you know, like Batman on NES. He's like, dude, you're like 25 years late on playing it. I'm like, bro, you know how many games there are? Nah, he is a gamer. He just plays a lot of the modern stuff, and he plays, you know, he played retro games back in the day, and I'm sure that he still does or would. But you know, he wants me to play Clair Obscura, and I'm like, no. A gamer, yeah. Yes, this was Mr. Poop. Yeah, I gotta talk to my oldest brother tomorrow. So, 140. Not a bad score. Eternal God. What the fuck, dude? Bro, like, if you thought 1 to 3 ratio was bad, fucking 1 to 13, at least this guy's reactions and rating are all garbage. You would say, Sir Poop. You know, his claim to knightedness. Also, this fucking level, dude, too soon, 9/11. R2NG Q1Z B1R. Do 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 do. R2NG Q1 ZB1R. Rocket lava. A 1 to 13 fucking ratio. We can do it all, and he can do earthquakes and nights, which is actually perfect. That's actually perfect. Shallow, harmful. Oh my god. Already starts off. Heart's about to beat out of your chest. Alright, we can Armageddon. Alright, so unless we get super fucked, I think we can beat the game tomorrow. Like when your levels begin with a simulated panic attack? Hell yeah. What is going on? Yeah, no, my brother did say that he's like, Populous was good back in the day. He's like, there's no reason to play it now. I was like, sure there is. Hey, Lily, welcome in. Hope you're doing alright. Zard stole first out from under you. So don't be alarmed. You have no remorse for it. It was there for the taking. Where's the pop, dude? Give me the pop. Super Star Wars? That would be cool. But it ain't. What's that one meme? I think it was a bowler, right? What the hell does he says? He says, "Who do you think you are? I am." Does anybody remember that? I don't know why that just popped in my head. Soup or Star Wars? Yeah, that's a trick question. Zard would go for soup. I don't know, if it's Star Wars 1, 2, or even 3, I might go Star Wars over the soup. I gotta be honest. This is fine. My guy's just burning to death in the lava. This is fine. Also, in other news, Guild Wars finally got an honest-to-God Iron Man mode built into the game. Pretty fucking sick. The original Star Wars Christmas special. That's fully preserved, right? Because I think they only showed that on TV like one time, right? So it was pretty much just people that recorded it. Be willing to go the entire rest of your life without a nice bowl of leek and potato soup? You know, that does sound appetizing, especially with it being cold. Much to George's chagrin. Definitely started watching it, so it's out there. Sick. Is it even possible to swamp that ass? See, I actually like when he earthquakes because it just forces all my dudes to like fast expand out. Not a big deal. Some say George still haunts convention halls hunting for bootlegs. I haven't even paid attention to like anything. Does George Lucas like actively work on anything, or is he like happily retired? And like, is Industrial Light and Magic, is that company still doing things? I don't pay attention to anything. Fortunately or not. After the sale of Lucasfilm, he declared that he was going to work on personal projects and never released anything so far. Yeah, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's like not doing anything. It's been almost 15 years. Oh my gosh. It really was that long ago, huh? Yeah, he isn't. This guy's like not doing anything. This is so weird. Basically won the game. October 2012, it seems. Jesus Christ. Dude, time moves on. Whether you want it or not. Time waits for no man. Alright, let's try to get some pops on the edges. Yeah, you know, I gotta beat this game by tomorrow. Could you imagine if I don't? And then another Saturday where I say I'm not gonna play Castlevania? Imagine the disappointment. I hope I don't beat that Castlevania game in one stream. That would kind of piss me off. What's coming after Populous? The next SNES game is going to be Darius Twin. Castlevania is on an indefinite hiatus. Please understand. Yeah, the next SNES game is going to be Darius Twin. And then after that, I still gotta watch Ultraman Towards the Future, which is like the shitty American Ultraman. I think it was made by a Australian company, though, production company. In Japan, it's called Ultraman Great, but I don't think they think it's great. Darius Twin, never heard of it. It's a shmup. It's just a shmup with giant metal fish. The original arcade Darius, and maybe subsequent Dariuses. Also in Japan, it's called Darius, but nobody fucking calls it that in the States. Anyways, the arcade machine would use like 3 CRTs and a mirror, which is pretty sick. So you'd have this like super large, you know, play field, basically. Anyways, we're just gonna fucking Armageddon. Who's calling it Darius? The Japanese. The ones who developed it. I'm pretty sure that it's pronounced Darius, but no one says that. Not in the States. They also call Titus Titus. That is one of the most bizarre things, right? Is like water is, you know, pretty important to the theming of FF10. I mean, you know, FF10 is basically in, you know, like Southeast Asia, like the Philippines or Malaysia or whatever. That's like the primary influence on the setting. So, you know, water and shit would make sense, but nah. Darius. Darius. Yeah, so it is Darius, right? Haha, unless... Could you imagine if I clicked restart this map on accident? That would be quite the blunder. Yeah, the sake tastes like shit, which is perfect. If you guys want to drink some sake that tastes like shit, just buy this. Every once in a while, you need a little bit of sake that tastes like shit. That has a little bit of a sugar pop aftertaste. You'd rather not taste shit? Hey. More sake for me then. Tita apparently means sun. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Dude, it's just every level is gonna be fucked up. Every level is gonna be fucked. It can't be, dude. J5 SH2. Hey, Silent Hill 2. Just like what Scottle's playing. PL2N. J5 SH2 PL2N. Desert 2 to 15. Swamps are bottomless. But none of us can do swamps, so anyways, we can do everything except for swamp. And he can only do nights. Made it up to Blue Creek. What is that, a street name in Silent Hill or something? I don't remember that. Oh wait, those are the apartments, right? Even that I barely remember anything. Blue Creek apartments, alright. The second set of apartments, gotcha. Alright, normal builds. Restart. Restart that shit. Boing, boing. Dude, don't do it, girl. Don't do it, girl. He's gonna... I told him not to do it. Alright, so they mixed together in there, which is not what I want, to be honest. G-Show page for the Sun directly mentioned he's for Mask of the Sun. That's funny. What's G-Show? Can't believe Ease invented the sun. Online Japanese to English dictionary. Gotcha. Speaking of sun, you know what just popped into my head? Does anybody remember that I don't know. Should I call it a mockumentary? I don't know if it was actually made to be a mockumentary or not. But does everybody remember Zeitgeist? One of the funniest claims that it makes, not even really like a claim, but I guess it's like trying to draw similarities between a bunch of religions, but it tries to say that like Christianity is just a extension of like various sun god religions, and one of the examples that they use to try to prove this point is that, you know, Jesus is the son of God, and I'm like, yeah, that's true, but it wouldn't have been in English back then, so I don't think that that's a fair I don't think that that's a fair thing to point to to make a similarity. But that shit cracked me up. I don't know if anybody remembers Zeitgeist, but it's like the ultimate like midwit slop from like the mid 2000s, where you watch it and you're like, holy shit, everything makes sense. But it's a fun watch, but obviously not real. Two pops this time. Boing, boing. Alright, watch them walk around and then die randomly. That's what they like to do. Dude, I swear to God. Boom. Boom. Is anybody else getting some deja vu? Playing Populous? Not for the first time. Broom, broom. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking weird when it's over. To be honest, as someone who has absolutely no idea what's going on, every level is deja vu. All right, hey, let me ask the real questions, right? We got to pick our sports teams, right? We already know that we're Eagles. If you guys don't like the Eagles, then too bad. When we play football games, we're the Eagles. But who are we playing for baseball? Everything seems totally, like, unpalatable to me. We gotta pick a baseball. The East City Westmen. The Mets? Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. The Mets probably... Which team had Ken Griffey Jr.? It's the Seattle Mariners. But I don't want to pick, like, the best team, or even, like, a good team, or a team that's, like, likely to be on, like, most of the covers and shit like that. Like, I don't want to, when we play, like, NBA Jam or anything like that, like, I don't want to be the Bulls. I want to beat the Bulls, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Mets are probably the funniest. The funniest thing about the Mets to me is that, like, other baseball fans won't shit talk a Mets fan because, like, why would you shit talk a Mets fan? That's like, you know, that's like making fun of, you know. That's like making fun of someone who's disabled or something. Like, you wouldn't do that, you know? So don't make fun of Mets fans, you know? Let them have their fun. The Brewers or the Expos? Who are the Expos? Making fun of a Met fan is punching down. Yeah, welcome in, Zeke. Is the Expo, is that a real team or is that from The Simpsons? See, I'm so, like, not in the know. Lily says, since we're nearing the end soon, she thinks Populous is a 6 out of 10 game. It's a classic for sure. Without it, we wouldn't have the God game genre. But as a piece of art on its own, it leaves tons of room for improvement, which is what Populous 2 does. Yeah, I'm psyched. Be very careful, Jeff. Yeah, I could have said something. It's like kicking a puppy, an ugly puppy, but still. Time to sync your heartbeat to Populous. Expos used to be Montreal. We're not picking any Canadian teams in any game. Sorry, Canada. Damn. Sorry, Canada. I thought about it, though. I thought about the Blue Jays. I thought about the Blue Jays, but I can't bring myself to do that. When we were playing Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball, I was playing the Red Sox. but I don't know, it just didn't feel right, you know? Didn't feel right. They play baseball. Yeah, they have a lot of baseball teams in Canada. I say a lot. How many are there? There's probably only like 2 or 3. Dude, we're getting fudged right now. The Orioles. Oh, the Orioles are Canada? I didn't know that. The Oreos. That'd be funny if Nabisco bought the team and changed the name to the Oreos. Oh, they're Baltimore. Oh, so they're not Canadian. Okay. Oh, there's only one MLB team for Canada? That's crazy. The Blue Jays? How unfortunate. Hey, do you guys still have, what's that, is it the Raptors? Do you guys still have a NBA team? No team for Edmonton, the capital of Alberta? Yeah, we'll never forget that. Get your Robert Claps out for Edmonton. Robert Claps in the chat for Edmonton. Yeah, isn't it like Velociraptors? There's raptors, right? Oh no! Alright, he's got Mace Tech. Low yellow. I don't think that he's... I don't think he's gonna hurt us too bad. Let's keep building it out. What was the Vancouver team? They are Velociraptors. Why? Because it looks cool. When I was a kid, I wasn't good at basketball, but like I had a phase where I was interested in basketball. But like I sucked huge ass at basketball, of course. Actually, I might have told that story before. I went to a basketball camp, and the first day of basketball camp, I got fucking beamed in the head like 3 times, I think. And I was like, you know, I don't think basketball's for me. So, like on the car ride home, I was like, I don't think I want to go to basketball camp anymore. And they're like, but it was just the first day. I was like, yeah, but I got hit in the head 3 times. Oh, the Grizzlies. That's funny. Cleveland Spiders lasted until 1899. Damn, I didn't even know basketball was a thing in 1899. Holy shit, that guy is fucking jacked. Alright, he's gonna actually do big fucking damage, which sucks. But we're just gonna focus on expanding. Boing. Boing. Oh, it looks like we surpassed him on the population. So that's good. B-ball was invented in 1891 by a Canadian. But he invented it in the US, right? Is that how it is? I don't remember all the lore. Alright, so he just made another knight, which is unfortunate. But we just gotta keep expanding. Because I can't get into a knight fight. Not right now. It's better if I just keep expanding. Made it up for a game for PE class when it was raining. Yeah, it's so interesting. Like, imagine if that guy didn't do that one day. Like, just didn't come up with basketball. We just wouldn't have basketball. And we would have never had NBA Jam. Terrifying. What is going on? This guy's just fucking all of our shit up. I gotta switch my guys to attack mode. We would never have had Space Jam. Dude, the most... that would be the biggest loss of all. We would never have Quad City DJs with the Space Jam song. We are winning in population, but I don't feel satisfied. Also, this guy's a huge asshole and keeps owning us. Are you not satisfied? Are you not entertained? Alright, so I'm gonna volcano that, and now, and only now, am I gonna build a, now I'm gonna build a knight. And I'm gonna crank the game speed way fucking high. And I'm gonna do a little quick save just in case I fuck up. It's a very real possibility. Because now I'm gonna start knighting the shit out of him. What is this guy at? Oh, he's strong as fuck. That's good. He's fucked as soon as I can knight. Oh, please. His knight is right on our tail, but watch this. Bloop. Get fudged. Alright, now we just knight spam till the end of days. That's true, we wouldn't have Charlie's, we wouldn't have Barkley's Shut Up and Jam guide in Chapter 1 of the Hoops Barkley saga. That is totally true. Never had a hit anime and manga series slam dunk by renowned artist Takehiko Inoue. Also known for other classic manga series Real and Vagabond. She will definitely finish one day. You sound very sure that that's gonna happen. It's great that basketball was invented then. Sure was. So this guy is knighting, but he ain't shit. He ain't shit. Because we have more population, so he's fucked. What? Dude, I swear to God, man, every fucking time with these swamp bugs. Every fucking time. Should I have a swamp bug emote? Look at these assholes. Yeah, get out of here. Alright. It's time to make a night. Oh yeah, it's time to crank the game speed. Jeff Zero Swamp. For real though, there's such a bother. You really think they would do that? Just swamp bug only your territory, like, all the time? William. Alright, what is... Oh, never mind, I can already see his HP. Alright, I could try to get Armageddon. I might actually get Armageddon, just sitting here. But I think I'm just gonna keep making nights into dreams. Yellow health, make the night. His population is going up, but I can't explain that. Alright, it's starting to go down. I think. There's no way he can keep up with this. Yeah, thank you, John Basketball of City, Canada. Without you, I would never have witnessed a chaos dunk. Sard would never have witnessed a chaos dunk. Whoops. Do it again. See, we got so many schnites. He doesn't know what to do. Schneid team, move out. Alright, let's give up on baseball for now, but it sounds like we're leaning towards the Mets. Who the hell do we play? For basketball. I was thinking the Suns, but maybe not. For some reason, I feel like a lot of retro gamers picked the Orlando Magic, and I can't imagine why. But like, I'm from Florida, so that would be like boring to pick the Magic, I feel like. When was Shaq on the Orlando Magic? Was he on the Orlando Magic in the 90s? The Suns? Like from East 4, Mask of the Sun? That'd be fucking funny. Brown. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl teams are already known, right? Isn't it the Seahawks versus the Patriots? You guys rooting for anybody? My guys at work, they're rooting for the Seahawks. So I said, well, I guess I'll root for the Pats then. All right, the funny thing here is that we're actually going to get a really low score. I'm pretty sure we're actually going to get a really shitty score, which is funny. Also, look at the pathfinding. That is outrageous. Like, where the hell is that guy even going? This was a knight that just got stuck in this corner, walking back and forth. 155. Pretty good, actually. She's going to my mom's house. Oh, Silly Land. Oh God, water is fatal. Uh-oh. Uh, 923. All right, B3 RP 4 L2N. Silly Land 30 to 30. That's insane. We can do earthquakes, knights, volcanoes. And he can do everything. Fatal water. So we got to be very careful about floods potentially. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to be very interesting. Alright, we can use again. There's a couple of spooky intro. Don't you mean silly intro? Alright, can build up and down. Very typical shit. Spooky, scary, silly skeletons. Alright, this should be on height 1. Alright, now let's switch them to attack and then settle. Let's go over here. I think that guy died. Oh yeah, I gotta report. My brother is not a true believer in the SNES quest. It's like, why are you wasting your time? And then I said, well, dude, when we play a baseball game, we're gonna do a full season. I'm like, that's gonna be an even shittier waste of time. Rage Populous, yeah. And then he said I was autistic, and I was like, bro, I'm not autistic. And he's like, dude, yes you are. And I was like, getting bullied. But he says this about himself. That's like a pet peeve of mine, though. I don't like when people self-diagnose as something. So I'll never say that about myself. Just because somebody plays a baseball video game doesn't mean that they're autistic. Just because somebody wants to read the Bible for the Lord doesn't mean they're autistic. I am a self-diagnosed poppy head, yeah. The populous life chose me. I didn't choose the populous life. Shit, I just realized I'm making a mistake because I'm building on height 1. Alright, hopefully this works out. Also, he just volcanoed me. What a fucking asshole! Can't wait for my YouTube walkthroughs for every single populous level. Have you seen that one guy's like multi-hour, multi-video, like advanced technique explanation of how to play SimCity for the SNES, of course? The funniest thing about that guy is that he will pause to say, makes sense, but he will have just explained something that like doesn't immediately make sense. It'll be like, you got it? Makes sense? That shit cracks me up. Alright, we need to get some fucking pops, bro. But nah, I feel like that just happens way too often. Like, people are like, I'm weird, so I'm just gonna say that I'm autistic. And it's like, bro, that's not what that is, but whatever. Oh, what a sick bastard. Autism is growing. Dude, I can't wait to play Uno. It's probably a later release though, so that sucks. Also, it fucking sucks that there's like a Monopoly game that has some kind of like RPG quest mode to it, but I don't think it's English translated. That would be so sick to play Monopoly quest mode. Now have super autism. November 12th, 1993, apparently. Oh, that's not too bad. That means Harpoo's probably going to play that soon, or maybe he already did play it. Because Harpoo's into 1993. I'm just living in Harpoo's shadow. Like, everything that I'm doing is shit that Harpoo did 7 years ago. Dude, they can't keep getting away with this. I'm doing it Jeffier. I am definitely doing it Jeffier. I'm doing it for the Jeffites. Fight on, Jeffites. Fight on, Jeffites. I think that guy just died. What the fuck? What just happened there? I guess maybe one of them completed a castle. Well, this one seems pretty chill, huh? This one doesn't seem so bad. I think that guy just died. Oops. No way, I can't believe this. Boom, boom. See, you look at his population and you look at mine, and you have to ask yourself, how the fuck is it even remotely close? I guess technically it's not, but boom, boom. Yeah, see, I don't like Silly Land very much. It's too silly. It's too silly. Really, it's just the mana generation is like not fast enough. I don't know. This one's a weird one. Getting lucky that he's never drowning our dudes. I don't like Silly Land. It's rough and coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Nice Star Wars 5 reference. Alright, I'm thinking we might just rush for Armageddon at this point. In another life, you opted against the suit. Do be like that sometimes, eh? What the fuck? Boom. Boom. You know, just popped in my head. Everybody remembers the Dead Alewives, the D&D comedy skits. God, I think it's the second one. I'm not gonna do the entire skit, but they're like arguing or whatever, and he's like, "And now you're melting in the hot." In the hot stomach of a platinum dragon. So why don't you ask yourself where your priorities lie? And then one of the other guys says, "Are we still playing?" This shit cracks me up. Are we still playing? Yeah, there's at least two. There's only two that I'm familiar with. I'll post it in the cord later if I remember. But I'm also sure it's easy to find. Haha, unless... 140, not a bad score. Probably at 131. Oh, fuck. Should just keep my mouth shut. I don't know why I thought 931. We just did stage 923, so that was already that was a bit bold of me to assume that we would have such a colossal jump with such a decent score. T2M5 C5N Grassy Plains 3 to 14. We can do everything except for nights, and he can only do swamps. And shallow harmful, that's good. T2M 5C 5M. Hopefully we get an Armageddon. Can. Yeah, doesn't it feel weird? We don't have like that many levels left. It feels weird. Feels like we shouldn't be here. Wow, this sucks. This sucks really bad. Because we're so high up. It's only been 28 streams. 28 streams later. Alright, this sucks. Let's restart that. Room. Yeah, see, so I'm like building all this shit out. So that my guys have someplace to go, but they're still not going to be on the lower rungs. Not right away. I haven't calculated it, but, you know, My average for a stream is like 3 to 4 hours, but sometimes I do shorter streams and sometimes I do longer streams. But I don't calculate the total time until I'm done with the game. I don't want to know how much time I've spent playing, but it has to be about 1 billion hours. Just kidding. Obviously, it's not that high, but it's pretty up there. I think this is going to be the longest game for a while. Calculated the average by viewing the Jeffertainment stream VODs by checking the Jeff YouTube channel. It's up there with some of your Persona playthroughs. This has to be longer than your Persona playthroughs. That's just my guesstimate. Fuck! Alright, we're good. We're good. Hold on. Yeah, Kyoyaku is probably gonna be longer. Than this. See, this sucks ass because I don't have any castles because I'm trying to build down so much. Also, my tinnitus is going fucking ham right now. Beep. That's the Jeff experience. Beep. Oh, fuck. See, he swamped us without me even knowing. Bastard. I'm not so sure about this. You know, I guess he can only swamp, though. So if I think about it, this is actually not as bad. Right? Or could he knight? Let me double check that. He can only swamp, but I can earthquake, swamp, volcano, and flood. Did I record that right? I did, so I can use swamps too. That's good to know. Yeah, Kyoyaku is fucking awesome. Alright, this is when we're gonna start popping off big. Because now we're gonna get some castles out, and then we can actually have mana to do stuff. But as we can all see, he's booty blasting us pretty hard on the population. But he can only swamp, so we don't have that much to worry about. But yeah. Zard, do you think Kyoyaku is one game or two games? Because it's like 2 games, so it's almost not even fair to compare, right? I'd have to play Populous 2 and then add that together. That would be funny. Oh god. Where did he swamp? What? He didn't even swamp. Is he getting swamp bugged right now? Who even stepped in a swamp? Maybe there was just one last swamp tile. But I don't see no swamps. You consider it one game? Yeah. If I do, or when I get to any, like, compilations like that, I am just going to obviously consider it one game, but also, like, I'm going to be focused on that game until I beat it. Just like how Kyaku completely overtook my life for like a month and a half. Like how Wily Wars is one game. Gotcha. Zard, I'm sure you've seen it, but that fan remake in the Wily Wars style for Mega Man 4, isn't that shit sick? I haven't tried it yet, but it does look great. It looks official, like that's how good it looks. Apparently Dev started the Mega Man 5 remake over again because he was dissatisfied with it. That's good. That's actually good. Because then the finished result will probably be really good. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, you know, the good thing about doing that stream last night without talking is I kind of like accomplished the goal of making a like fall asleep to Populous noises video. Shall see how it goes. Some of my other Populous videos have been popping off. There's another 2 of them recently that have like 40 or 50 views, which is kind of shocking. Like, I don't get it. It's actually really funny how like what VODs, like, not that it matters, right? I mean, I'm not talking about like posting big numbers, right? But it's just kind of funny that there can be it's just funny when like a game like this like outsizes the stats, but it's also probably just a saturation thing where it's like Gradius 3 and obviously Super Mario World. Like, there's so many VODs of that. Like, why would somebody specifically seek out my shit to watch that? But with Populous, you don't really have too many choices. Waxing Populous heartbeat and metal clanking noises or sounds, yeah. I still might do it as a joke, like just leave my Super and Famicom on overnight and just record like 8 hours of the computer fighting itself. Definitely not for long plays, yeah. Oh shit, I gotta put some big swamps in. Holy It's over. It's over. That's not good, dude. Water is only harmful. That sucks. Alright, for those who are not paying attention, this is like one of the rare instances where the computer can Armageddon you. Yeah, welcome in, Ageless. Not good. That's really bad, dude. That's really bad. I don't know how to conquer this then, if that's the case. Because we start on super high fucking land, which sucks. So it takes me forever to do anything. Does this do anything? I'm not actually trying to play this out, I'm just kind of examining what's out there. So the lowest point that we start off is here, which is 3, 2. I guess that's not that bad. Being on height 3, I guess that's not that bad. What's going on? Bro, Jared made a Populous 2 video? Surprising. Also, nice typo, Lily. Classic Lily typo. Fuck. Did you just settle, you stupid ass? Reason 2 from 2024. Alright, so this is a much better start. It's a much better start. ops, unfortunately. But see, now that we have 2 castles, we can build down a lot better. Uh-oh, I fucked this up. Oh well, whatever. Let's build all the way down. Castle that. Fuck, I did it too early. Can't believe 2024 is 2 years old and you miss being young. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I did this too early. Alright, let's reset. You really want to feel old? It's been 50 years since a new single-player Elder Scrolls? Ouch, dude. Ouch. Dude, what the fuck? He didn't do what I needed him to do. Time between Arena and Skyrim is only a little bit longer than between Skyrim and now. That's funny. Starfield release. Surely they're still working on Elder Scrolls 6. They announced it 8 years ago! What year is it? It was 10 years ago. Damn. Even worse. The trailer was 8. "2016 was just a Todd Howard comment about it." Come on, bro. Come on. Pop, 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 pop. Pop it off. Pop it off. Very good. Alright, now we just nibble it down, nibble it down. And let's switch our guys to attack mode. So that's crazy. He can Armageddon too. Let me put that in my notes, even though it doesn't really matter. Also, let's save. Turn 100 on the dot. I would be surprised if Elder Scrolls 6. That would be funny if they. What if they just shadow dropped it? That would be wild. What the fuck, dude? Okay, good. So that swamp did nothing. Besides give me a heart attack. Oh my god! Don't step in it! No! Alright, I think we're doing better this time. Normalize shadow popping. Wasn't it cool when you were a kid and like everything was a shadow drop because you didn't know when shit was coming out? Dude, I need to kill that. His leader is so bad, but his leader was standing on non-flat land, so I couldn't do it. Alright, but we basically have to, like, keep spamming swamps every time they're off cooldown to even have a chance. Walk into it. Walk into it. Woo! Holy shit. This is huge. What the fuck? I got so unlucky. Except for his leader ended up dying anyways, so that's great. What the fuck? He swamped us without me even knowing. He swamped us like repeatedly, actually. Please walk into that. I don't know why I'm even watching him. Alright. Because every time I'm like watching him do stuff, I'm like wasting time. But it is really big anytime you get the leader. Fucking hell yeah. Sorry, I'm ignoring chat. Gotta have time to implement suck, man. Bugged game mechanics. What is this fucking guy doing? Or maybe that was always there. I'm running out of things to swamp. Yes. Yeah, so as long as we keep our population above his, he's not going to be able to Armageddon, and, you know, if he did, then we would win, right? So, it's a good thing that we just had to adjust our strategy a little bit and, like, constantly swamp. And In fact, I'm gonna do a safety save here just in case. Because this is a very good position to be in. I might just go straight for Armageddon at this point. That might be the play. Oh, please walk into it, please. Yes. Holy fuck, did you see the population drop there? Yeah, and Lily, that's a really good point. Like, doesn't really matter how long the game takes as long as it's good. Obviously, from a business perspective, they want to like pump this shit out, right? But as a consumer, it's like it's hard to even keep up with the modern shit, which is why I kind of don't, right? Alright, we're like 2 or 3 ticks away. I think we got it. Modern games are bad, okay? They're not all bad, but it's, you know, it's hard to justify for me. Nah, I know you're trolling. But seriously though, like it's so hard to justify. Like Switch 2, what the like who's actually like excited about the Switch 2 now that it's out? Have you played Overguard? Did you buy Destinite Season Pass? Dude, we should totally play Peepo. Peepo. Peepo actually sounds pretty fun. Eternal God. What the fuck is this? 1 verse 10. Uh, and this is probably where you can't build up. This is outrageous. Five R L 5 PD 5. C5RL 5PD 5N. C5RL 5P D5N. All right. Desert. 1 to 10, we have no powers. He has all powers. Like, what the fuck, dude? Swamps are bottomless. Oh, fuck. Because this is probably going to be the exact same shit as the. All right, we cannot use Armageddon. And we can probably only build up. What the fuck? This is just the exact same problem. As 901 through 904. Fuck. So we might have to redo 929. This shit is so fucking depressing. This shit is so fucking depressing. Alright, I'm gonna reset it because I wanna play it on default speed. Well, there's 989 levels. But, I mean, we're taking it one level at a time. So... You know, yeah, I mean, we have not so many levels left, but if this level is a massive roadblock, you know, we got to figure out a way around it. Moved on from multiplayer games. Multiplayer games are cool until they're not cool. Carl Spodson. What a dumbass. All right, reset. Those multiplayer games you played are like decades old now. Yeah, the reason why those are good is they were made to be games first and foremost. They weren't made to be like esports and shit like that. That's what's so bad about like every modern multiplayer game is they think too much about balance and like how to make money off of it through like a tournament scene and shit like that instead of just making a fun game. You know what's funny is, does everybody remember Soldat? Soldat is probably better than almost every other multiplayer game that's been released in the past 5 years. And that game was free to play. But like Soldat is so fucking sick. What's wrong with esports? Did somebody say something about esports? Oh, esports. I get it now. William. You don't mind esports, but the scenes around modern games all feel very forced. Yeah, exactly. Because they are, you know. They don't make the game to be fun a lot of the time. They make the game to like be an esport, but then it's like you gotta cater to the casual fan, but like usually games that turn out to have like really like rich metagames and stuff like that, it's like almost always a happy accident, and it's like the game was already fun, and like the metagame that was born out of it, I don't know. It's just better. It's just better when it's not, you know, built by committee to be a fucking stupid esport. Call of Duty is an amazing example, actually. Modern Call of Duty games are like super hyper competitive. Like, that's so crazy because that's not what Call of Duty's multiplayer was ever trying to be. Call of Duty 1's multiplayer was fucking sick, but yeah, it wasn't trying to be like an esport or whatever. But I love Call of Duty 1. Alright, I'm really worried what the fuck this computer is gonna do. Also, fuck! I just built up when I shouldn't have. Oh well. But yeah, I'd probably agree with that until Call of Duty 4. But I don't know. I mean, even from the off the rip, I mean, Call of Duty 1 Search and Destroy was like the most popular like competitive game mode, and that's basically just Counter-Strike. But Counter-Strike itself was never trying to just be a big esport, but it was just a really good game. Haha, unless. Modern Warfare 2, 2009, for example, that game was one of the most beloved multiplayers in FPS history. And you want to know something? That game was not even trying to be balanced. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, the tricky thing is that, like, what is balance? Right? It happens so often that people try to balance shit and they do a terrible job, and then the game sucks. The game's like worse for the fact that someone tried to balance it. Modern Warfare 2, 2009 is notoriously unbalanced, but if you tried to balance it, genuinely can't imagine it being fun. Yeah, unfortunately I never played that one. I played Call of Duty 4 a decent amount, but that was kind of my exit from the game. Or from the series. Alright, the only thing that I can do is get close to him and then start making a whole bunch of son of a fucking bitch, dude. That's so bad. But basically, if I had guys close to him, then I can raise the land up, and then they'll take a lot of damage from... Like, they won't be able to settle, and they'll take a lot of terrain damage. But the problem is I can't really... I have to send a guy over there, but then... I also have to have enough mana to, like, put everything up. And it's just not gonna work. Balance is still something you should strive for. It depends. I don't necessarily agree that balance is something you should strive for, because you're never gonna think about every strategy that someone might do. And so there's a lot of games where the metagame evolved drastically over time to the point where it's like almost unrecognizable, right? So like StarCraft is probably a really good example of that. I feel like Super Smash Brothers Melee is a really good example of that. These games where you couldn't have a balance patch, although you sort of do, with the European version. Damn, this one might actually be winnable. What the fuck? Because we're actually, like, doing pretty alright. I think they should have made Ganondorf worse. He's already not good. In Melee, he's okay. It's very mid. Mid and mid-lay. Just kidding. Obviously, Melee is the best. I think that guy just died. Damn, it's too bad I can't Armageddon. Because it looks like I would be able to just Armageddon him. I think Little Max Recovery should have shorter reach. I actually agree with that. I actually hate Little Mac. Like, that character's unbelievably brain dead. But he's so powerful. It's kind of funny. Like, I feel like people overstate how bad Little Mac is, because, like, yeah, at like the tippy top levels, but, like, you know, at like mid-level play, I actually don't think Little Mac is all that bad at all. Like, people always say Little Mac is the worst character in the game. I really don't feel like that's true. I feel like that's a little overstated. Yeah, what the fuck? How are we winning this? This is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna save the game. And then I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm going to crank the game speed up. And I'm gonna say walk towards the Papal. And then I'm gonna move the Papal into enemy territory, and we're gonna fuck some shit up. They're a bit OP. That's overpowered to the uninitiated. Zara's opinion. Wait, who's OP? Little Mac or... What the fuck? What is that guy's strength? Okay, never mind. He's not that strong. Wait, how many are there? Okay, never mind. We're good. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Nothing is fucked here, dudes. Haha, unless... Where the fuck's my papal at? Dude. They're all gonna die. They're all gonna die because it's fucking desert. Oh my god. This is what I was worried about. Okay, okay. Actually doing work now. Nice. Actually getting shit done. Alright. So now, let's move our guy over here. Deep into enemy territory. Sick. Down to fist tech. But that's okay. Still last on the ultimate tier list. Oh, really? I think that's wrong too. if that's true, that's funny. It's only barely below Little Mac. Is this even close to popping? No. No, you are not Solid Snake. Alright, let's just tell our guys to attack. Attack and then settle. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? The fucking swamp bugs, fuck. Fuck. See, I can't even, like, fix this either. Not in a good way. Alright, so, like, this is the strat now. Whoops. This is the strat, is, like, get on the very edge of what I can see, and then build up. Because then his guys will die to terrain damage. See, so I gotta get a dude over to here. Alright, thank God this is winnable. Damn sandworms, yeah. I didn't walk without rhythm. Set their kill streaks to a Harrier strike, chopper gunner, and a nuke. Pretty much with this setup, they would do a good 25 kills, get the nuke, because nukes end the game. Give your team an automatic win. Okay, that's funny. So you just chain them together, basically. See, why was this shit so impossible against the Japanese? You really think the Japanese would do that? Just be highly skilled at guerrilla warfare? See, I gotta get a guy over there. Wow, did he really do that? Alright, you know what? That's it. Are we doing this? Let me save the game before I crash out. I mean, it doesn't sound that broken. It just sounds like you, exactly what you said. You had to have some skill to, pull it off. So help me God, don't die, dude. Don't die, you fuck. Stupid. Stupid silly boy. Because if he dies, then I would have to place the papal somewhere again. Sick. Oh, that's funny. He got into a fight outside, but he didn't actually take over the territory. Alright, this is good. Switch to attack mode. Fuck, I messed that up. Whatever. I mean, Call of Duty 4 had dumb, broken stuff in it that, like, nobody liked, like martyrdom. So that was funny. It's like, I think most servers started banning that perk. Honestly, I was not a fan of perks, and I'm not a fan of perks in, like, any game like that, because, you know, it's just silly a lot of the times. Stopping power, I think it was called. That was also, like, really really good. Gosh, it's too bad. I'm forgetting the elephant in the room. What, Last Stand? I feel like Martyrdom was more annoying than Last Stand. Oh, Juggernaut. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't remember. It's been so long. Juggernaut plus Last Stand. Was Juggernaut just extra HP or something? Extra health. Yuck. Are we getting fucking swamp mugged again? When did that happen? Who put that there? Alright, that's it. Are we doing this? See, now they're forced to come fight us. That's it. Are we doing this? That's it. Whoops. That's it. Are we doing this? could run both Juggernaut and Last Stand. It was toxic. That's pretty funny. Boom. Boom. M16, that's it. Yeah, I remember pretty much that was the only gun anybody used, right? I think MP5s were used sometimes. Yeah, Call of Duty 4, that was like my exit out of the series, right? So I don't really remember all the ins and outs. Alright. Let's go fuck them up. 3-round burst weapon that kills everyone in 3 shots, 10 out of 10. Yeah. This should be the last one. Haha, unless... Alright. Now we gotta kill this guy. Realm. Hopefully this is the last guy. Thank God we could actually beat this, because I thought this was going to be fucking unwinnable. And that would have been depressing. Alright, let's switch our guys to attack. Oh, shit! They're down there. Let's switch our guys back to... Popple. I feel like the necessity of metagaming invariably leading to optimization is the crux by which these kinds of games stop being fun. Yeah. That is a very valid observation. $171. Let's go. What the fuck is this? Every level is just absolute brutality. $942. B1D, M4D, 5N. B1D, M4D, 5N. B1D, M4D, 5N. Panic-esque, 1 to 13. We can do floods. He can do everything. You will know pain. In the final stretch, this is where the pop is separated from the corn. You hard disagree on my perk stance. You think perks are really fun and add a lot to the formula. I mean, that's valid. For me, it's just like the game. I just like Call of Duty 1. And I like the simplicity of Call of Duty 1. And then it's like, you know, the calculations going on in your head in Call of Duty 1 when you see a guy is like, okay, what is his primary gun? The pistol doesn't really matter. Um, almost all cases they're like functionally the same. Um, except for some of the British maps where you can get the revolver. It's like a little bit better, sort of. And then it's like, okay, well, does he have grenades on him? There's some other things, but like with perks, it's like, all right, does this person have last stand problems? I guess they can. Does this person have martyrdom? Does this person have whatever? Thought this was gonna be about British devs for a hot second. It always could be. It always could be. What the fuck? I can't Armageddon, dude. Come on, bruh. Okay, but I can build up and down, so that's good. Let's reset because I have that superstition still. But yeah, I mean, it's fine to like perks and stuff like that. I get overwhelmed by systems where like you have perks and then you have like gem slots and then you have a skill tree and then you have a this and you have a that. It's just like, can't we just all play the same game and have like the exact same like capabilities and then it just comes down to, who plays the game better? Like Quake. D5N. But I understand why people like it because it means that like you can think about the game. Damn, a lot of big ass sentences coming through. Big ass paragraphs, multiple sentences even. Sounds a lot like balancing the game. Well, I mean, the game is balanced if you can both do the same thing, right? There's a point where you can only play it a predetermined optimal way, such as a particular loadout, in order to either have fun or to win. Largely the reason why people play competitive games. These games were designed to a point where metagaming will always lead to optimization, and optimization becomes the game, and in that moment, it stops being fun. You're using that word wrong? You feel like you're using metagame wrong? I don't know, are you? Let's see. I don't really think you're using it in the wrong way. Why you never see me on Quake Online, SMH? I don't really play it, but I like it. I don't really play it anymore, I guess. I was also never like super duper good or anything. But Quake's cool. Warsaw was pretty cool. But yeah, like people are always gonna find strategies that are going to be better and better strategies, but it's kind of shitty when there's just one dominant strategy. But the other thing that's really shitty is when the game company won't let other strategies evolve. So like League of Legends is like the best example, where there was a new strategy developed that went against the whole, you know, AD carry and support bot lane, you know, tanky bruiser guy, top lane, AP middle, and a jungle, right? And then they were like, well, we can't have that. So then they like changed the way the tower armor works or some shit like that, which was dumb. So it's like now you can't like do this like reverse strategy. Whereas in a game like Dota, which, you know, has certainly had its problems with balancing here and there, what the fuck, dude? But a game like Dota, they're a lot more comfortable with just letting a patch work itself out. You know, let the gamers game. But there have been some pretty horrible metagames, like hee hee ho ho. If you know, you know. Get it when your player base strategizes in ways that lets them have fun. To be fair, that was famously one of the most hated metagames in the League. I mean, I think League players are much more averse to thinking outside of the box than Dota players. And that might be coming from a place of bias, but like you see so much stupid shit in Dota and you just roll with it, you know? But like if someone picks like an off meta support or something like that, like people will freak the fuck out. Which is not to say that never happens in Dota either, but I feel like it doesn't happen as often or like in the same way. This kind of sucks. I wonder if I shouldn't even be building on tier 2 land because I'm using up a lot of mana every time to maintain being on tier 2. It also arose because they changed how jungler items work. I don't know, sounds like you know more about it than me. I just remember hearing about them like instantly patching that, and I'm just like, that wouldn't really happen in Dota unless there was like some like a serious like game breaking bug, which is not what that sounds like. Expect someone that's good with a character that's bottom tier. Yeah, it's always cool when people use shitty characters to do good. Which reminds me of that one time when somebody was playing Pichu in tournaments and would only play on his setup. And it turns out that he had, you know, because everybody in the melee scene, they're all using Wii's that are running, I forget what the fuck it's called, UCF, Universal Controller Fix, and some other shit, whatever. But anyways, his setup in particular made Pichu just like a tad bit better, and it's like, wow, what a cheater. think it was season 3 or 4, they made a pretty big jungler change. I think it was jungler change which allowed that to happen. Yeah, well, I just don't like League. Sorry, League players. This is fucking outrageous, by the way. Like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to keep up with this? Because he can literally do everything. He could probably Armageddon me. 2 steps forward. 1 step back. So I don't know how I'm gonna keep... I don't know how I'm gonna keep everybody on height 2. Cause I gotta keep doing this shit. Never hated League more than when you used to play it. Everybody who plays League hates it. It's kind of funny. Alright, so he just built a knight, so I'm fucked. I'm actually fucked. Oy vey, governor. Guess your question is why do they hate it? Because it's a very competitive game, and it's exactly what you're talking about. It's like a very rigid game where the company enforces the metagame. Which does not happen in something like Dota. Which is not to say that people don't get mad about Dota in similar ways, but I don't think it's nearly as amplified as it is in League. We're so fucked. Although I am playing this on normal speed. Alright, what's the power of this guy? He's not so bad. Alright, we're getting towards the end. I don't feel like playing that level again. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to set up a custom map and win, because I wanted to do this anyway, so I might as well like knock this out. Game with very high highs and very low lows. Wait, what the fuck? Did I just say custom and then game setup? Alright, I want to be evil. Yeah, we're on custom game. Game options. Water is fatal. See, so I can like do empathy. That's interesting that there's no only build down. That would be cool. Evil mode, let's go. Alright, build near people. And then... So I can say okay. So now I'm evil. How interesting is that? So wait a minute. Okay, so can modify land. Oh, this is options for good. How do I do options for evil? Because I'm evil. So I can just say, like, don't... Like, you can't use anything. You can't do anything. Get owned. Evil Jet be like, yeah, I love League of Legends, yeah. Alright. Well, I made water fatal, so I could just, like, tell my guy to go all the way over here when he pops. Oh shit, I didn't even see these guys. So I said that he cannot modify land, which is funny. First thing about League of Legends isn't really anything about the game itself, though. It's the kernel level anti-cheat that forces you to modify your PC BIOS to have it in safe mode all the time. That's funny. Alright, so he actually can't do shit. So why don't we just get some pops? And then I'll build a knight, I guess, actually. So the custom game mode is interesting then. It seems like if you wanted a different starting order, or like a different starting count, you would have to pick another level, but it wouldn't count for conquest mode. Does that mean that you can get passwords? I'm very curious to see if we get a password after beating this, or if we can get passwords when we say like go next map. Because if so, that's fucked up. You could have just skipped. I could have skipped to the very end of the game right off the rip. TFT is I forget, but it's basically the auto chess for League. Teamfight Tactics, yeah. I got really addicted to auto chess for a couple of months. Watch this. Now I'll show you. Yeah, now he's totally screwed. And then I'll make a knight, and then we'll send the knight over, and then it'll kill everybody, and we'll be happy days. Okay, now what is auto chess? Chess that you don't play? So the basic premise of the game is that you're going to be presented a certain number of units. Usually it's random, you know, what the units are. But there might be different versions where maybe it's not so random or whatever. But it's usually in the context of a Dota-like. I'm not going to call it a MOBA. No, I'm just kidding. But so it'll be like characters from a game that you're already familiar with. It's almost like a supplementary game experience. But anyways, so you're gonna have a choice of like a bunch of units that you can pick, and then usually if you're picking the same units, they'll like upgrade into a stronger version of that unit. But it'll be like, it'll go through a buy round, and then it will go through, so you like buy your units or whatever. And you might be competing for the units, so it might be such that like you have to pick the units before the other team. can get their units if you're like trying to do the same strategy. But then it will do the fight round, and then that's totally automated. So you can like position the units in different areas. So you might have like a tanky guy, and you want to put him in the front, and you might have some long range attackers. You put them in the back. You know, there's obviously more interesting strategies than that. But anyways, and then that just keeps repeating until, you know, the last person standing, basically. Scott's pissed that I'm explaining auto chess. But anyways, peace out, Scottle. Why is this guy not popping? Why are none of my guys popping? You don't think you understand? Yeah, I mean, if you just go watch a video of it being played, it's pretty... It's one of those things that seems a lot more complicated, and then you start playing it, and then you figure it out pretty quick. This is outrageous that my guys are not popping. Like, hello? How long does it fucking take? Alright, he's gonna pop soon. What? What happened? Did one of his guys drown somehow? I don't even know how that would have been possible. Inspired by Mahjong? That probably makes sense, because I think auto chess originated in China. But I could be totally wrong about that. I think the reason why they're saying it's inspired by Mahjong is that, like, you're picking... It's like I said, like, you're picking units, right? And then, like, you're making sets. So, I could see how it might have been partially inspired by Mahjong. But a lot of it is like you're trying to get sets, because when you have a set of 3, then it's going to make a more powerful version of that unit. This is fucked up, dude. Why is everything so slow? I have it on ultra... I just want to make a knight, so he'll go over there and beat some ass. But at this point, actually, I should just Armageddon. That would be even faster. Yeah, I'm curious what it's gonna say when we win. Oh shit, it didn't say anything. So it doesn't give you a password, but it moved you to a new level. But hold up. What if I save the game? Okay, so if you save the game, it won't give you the name of the map. It says no name. So it prevents you from fucking cheating. But you could use this to skip ahead to gain a little bit of knowledge about you know, the different levels, right? Because it seems, or maybe I don't know, it might just be going through the landscapes. Move to next map. And then if I save, it should still say no name. Yeah. All right, well that's cool. And we got that fucking, what was it? 1 versus 13 and we can only flood. Fucking outrageous. 1 versus 13 and we can only flood and we cannot Armageddon. So I think we literally, we have to build on height 1 land, and then if I want to flood, I just have to build all of my shit onto height 2 land and then flood. Which is fine if I can survive. If I can survive the onslaught. But gosh, that's so shitty because I really can't. On level 935, I really can't do anything as far as trying to manipulate the score, because I can't Armageddon and I don't have any powers. So I don't see how I could possibly manipulate the score, and I can only build up, so it's not like I can even kill my own units to adjust the scoring. I should revisit 51 and 52 sometime to see if I can beat them now. No. I should put that as like a 1,000,000-point challenge. Or not challenge, but a 1,000,000-point redeem. I don't know if I was setting the game speed to the slowest setting at that time, but I'm telling you right now, like I think the only way that you can do it is that when the night comes, you drown the night, because water is fatal. Which I think is the whole point of that level, but the thing is that he volcanoes you, and because he volcanoes you, now all your shit is on, you know, multiple levels of height. And I think you can only build near towns, which means that you have to get a town low enough and in range to see the night. Also, he just shoves knights like up your ass constantly, and he'll just volcano you too, so even if you're trying to drown the knight, he might volcano you, and then you're prevented. So gotta beat the whole game. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. But anyway, so where did we leave off? We left off on 942. It's mildly possible that we beat the game tomorrow. But if every level is going to be this tricky, then I don't know about that. But 942 out of 989, and we started tonight off on 905, and it was relatively smooth sailing. So who knows? I might come back to it tomorrow, and we'll have a better shot maybe. Because what I was trying to do there is I was building on height 2, but building on height 2 just kind of makes everything messy. And I think I was playing it on default speed, and that might have been fucking us over too. It's kind of wild. Jeff, what? What did I do now? I'm theory crafting. I'm metagaming. anyways, let's go ahead and see if any of the homies are on. Let's go ahead and raid Kohi. I don't know how long he's gonna be on, but he's playing SMT3. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Yeah, thank everybody for being here. CRT in 4K? No, Kohi. Is CRT in 4K streaming? I'll have to check that out if he is. But anyways, peace out, everybody. Let's check in on Kohi.